It's no surprise that Sigma males are often misunderstood by society. They don't fit into the traditional alpha or beta male mold, and their behavior can leave others scratching their heads. If you're a Sigma, you might have noticed that your actions, which seem perfectly normal to you, often leave people around you baffled. While alpha males tend to be the center of attention and beta males prefer to follow, Sigma males march to the beat of their own drum. This independent and unconventional approach to life can lead to a lot of misunderstandings. People might wonder why you do the things you do, and while your actions make complete sense to you, they can appear puzzling to those who don't share your perspective. From your social interactions to your career choices, many of your normal behaviors can seem downright confusing to everyone else. Here are 7 normal things Sigma males do that usually confuse others. Number 1. They don't care about titles in a hierarchy. Sigma males couldn't care less about traditional hierarchies. While some people scramble to climb the corporate ladder or gain social status, Sigma males are perfectly fine carving their own path, no rungs required. They see the whole status game as a pointless hamster wheel and would rather spend their time on things that truly matter to them. While others are busy trying to impress the boss, Sigma men are off in a corner, doing their thing, completely ignoring the useless office politics. They're the ones who lead by doing, not by barking orders. They don't need a fancy title or an executive office to feel accomplished. Their motto is, respect is earned, not demanded. That's why they treat everyone the same. They don't believe anyone should get special treatment just because of a title or a bigger paycheck. This can be downright baffling to those who thrive on hierarchy. But for these independent men, it's all about the quality of work and character, not a pecking order. So, while others are busy playing the social chess game, Sigma males are happily off the board, making their own rules and living life on their own terms. Number 2. They vanish without even saying goodbye. One of the most baffling traits of Sigma males is how they can just disappear without a trace, leaving friends and acquaintances totally confused. They're not trying to be mysterious or dramatic. They just don't feel the need to announce their every move. Slipping out unnoticed is more comfortable for them than enduring long, drawn-out goodbyes. They find it more practical and less disruptive to quietly exit when they feel it's time to leave. This disappearing act can be quite puzzling, especially for those who rely on constant communication and reassurance from their friends. Sigma males don't need to check in with people constantly or feel obligated to keep everyone updated on their whereabouts. They simply do what they want and go where they please without feeling the need to explain themselves. It's not as if they're intentionally trying to confuse others. It's just part of their nature to be independent and unattached. They don't see the point in lingering around once they've had enough of a social setting. This habit can be confusing and sometimes even frustrating for those who are used to more clingy or emotionally dependent friendships. However, for Sigma males, it's about maintaining their energy and sanity. This disappearing act isn't limited to social gatherings. It can happen in their day-to-day interactions as well. The Sigma male might suddenly take a break from social media or become unreachable for a while. It's not personal. He just needs time to recharge away from the constant buzz of social interaction. They can easily go off the grid for days, weeks, or even months without a word and reappear as if nothing happened. Ironically, this tendency to vanish can sometimes make them even more intriguing to others. People are left wondering what they're up to, often sparking a high curiosity. But to a Sigma, it's just another day of balancing their need for independence with the occasional demands of social life. Number 3. They don't care about being popular. Sigma males and popularity go together like oil and water. They just don't mix. While many people break their backs trying to be the life of the party, Sigma males couldn't care less about being crowned prom king. They see the race for likes, followers, and social clout as a distraction from what's truly important in life. Instead of collecting friends like their Pokémon cards, They'd rather have a small circle of real friends. Sigma males are the guys you'll find at a party, not in the center getting wild, but in the corner, deep in a real conversation. Or maybe they're not even at the party at all. Flashy displays and noisy crowds are not their thing. They'd rather do something they actually enjoy with a few good friends or work on a side hustle. Their indifference to popularity leaves many people confused. How can someone not want to have all the attention and admiration? The answer is simple. Sigma men don't measure their worth by how many people know their name. They find satisfaction in their own accomplishments and doing what feels right to them, not what society expects of them. So while others are busy jumping through social hoops to be liked, Sigma males are unapologetically themselves, much to the confusion of many. Number 4. They might just nod if you talk too much. Sigma men are excellent listeners, but they're also masters at filtering out unnecessary information. If someone is going on and on about something irrelevant or uninteresting, Sigma males might just tune out completely or respond with a simple nod. This can be confused with disinterest or even rudeness, but it's simply his way of preserving their energy and not engaging in pointless conversations. They prefer meaningful discussions over small talk, so if the topic isn't stimulating enough, they'll quickly lose interest. They also have a low tolerance for drama and gossip, so they won't engage in those types of conversations either. While some may interpret their lack of response as aloofness or arrogance, these men just avoid unnecessary emotional investment. This can be confusing and sometimes off-putting to those who thrive on social interaction and expect an equal level of enthusiasm. While a Sigma man listens attentively, he doesn't feel the need to contribute to every part of the conversation. He's more likely to engage when the topic shifts to something he finds intellectually stimulating or directly relevant to his interests. So if you talk too much, don't be surprised if you only get a nod in return. Number 5. They prefer to observe rather than participate. These men are natural-born spectators. While the world fawns over action heroes and social butterflies, Sigma males are perfectly fine being the audience. Think of them as the people who bring popcorn to the circus instead of joining the clowns. It's not that they can't participate. They simply choose not to. They like to sit back and watch the show, picking up insights and understanding the human condition from the sidelines. This observational stance makes them incredibly perceptive. They pick up on subtle cues and nuances that most people miss in the chaos of participation. It's like they have a bird's eye view of the world, allowing them to see things from different angles and perspectives. So while everyone else is busy diving headfirst into activities, trips, and conversations, you'll find Sigma males strategically positioned at the edge of the crowd. They enjoy the luxury of analyzing interactions without the inconvenience of being fully involved. To some, this behavior might seem aloof or even lazy, not knowing what actually lies beneath the surface. Who needs to break a sweat when you're gaining all the useful intel without lifting a finger? It's just another way they chart their own course, quietly and efficiently. Number 6. They don't show their emotions easily. When it comes to expressing emotions, Sigma males can be incredibly reserved. They usually keep a stoic demeanor and don't reveal much about their thoughts and feelings. This can make them seem mysterious or even detached, but it's simply part of their nature. They don't wear their hearts on their sleeves, preferring to keep their feelings private and controlled. People might mistake this for a lack of emotions, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Sigma men just avoid showing too much vulnerability in front of others. That's because they've seen a lot and been through enough, and some people might take advantage of that vulnerability. They prefer to save their emotional energy for those who have truly earned their trust and respect, rather than freely giving it away to everyone they come across. This guardedness may be off-putting to some, but if you see it from the Sigma's perspective, it makes perfect sense. They would rather keep their emotions under wraps than expose them to potential harm. Of course, not all people have bad intentions, but it's better to be safe than sorry. Sigma males don't rely on others for validation or support and prefer to handle their emotions internally. So while they may not show their emotions easily, when they do open up, it's a sign of trust. Their emotions run deep, but they choose to keep them hidden until they feel comfortable enough to share them. Number 7. They keep their inner circle small. Alpha males have a talent for collecting acquaintances, keeping a large social network just in case they need it. However, Sigma males prefer to keep their inner circle small, filled only with 100% real people. They aren't antisocial or scared of people. They simply see no point in having a huge list of friends filled with half-hearted acquaintances. They're all about authenticity. They like to surround themselves with people who genuinely understand and respect them. In their world, there's no space for fake smiles or forced conversations. When a Sigma male chooses to be friends with someone, it's a big deal. They build strong bonds with a select few, prioritizing these tight-knit relationships over having a buffet of casual connections. It's not about being exclusive or elitist, it's just their natural inclination towards quality over quantity. This approach can confuse outsiders who are used to thriving in big social circles. While they may seem reserved and uninterested in making new friends, Sigma men are actually very loyal and committed to the few people who have earned their trust. This doesn't mean a Sigma could never have a large social circle, but it's not their preference.